Hey everybody, angryponcho here. It's time to trade Pokemon. Alright, welcome to the Cable Club, which tourists used to use at a trade center. Alright, saving, let's turn on, okay. Alright. Saving the game, blah blah blah. Alright, Poncho saved the game. Let's see if I can get to connect. Got it! Alright. Oh, I made my other version the first version. Well, all the text prompts are on the other screen, sorry guys. No big deal, all you missed is press the A button to confirm. I mean, it's not really a big issue. Ah! Which one is which? Alright guys. Oh, and there it is, a team of 6. Don't look too fast. First Pokemon I'm trading over is a Rhyhorn. I love the Rhyhorn Pokemon. It's got an amazing attack stat and an amazing defense stat. It's basically maxed out in both of them. It's about as high as you can get it. And it's a rock and ground type. And that type combination isn't the best because it gives it a quad weakness to both water and grass. But the fact that it learns Earthquake and has that type of offensive power means that it can sweep through teams. And the fact that it has such a high defense means that it can also stand up to what's it called? A non-special, a physical wall. It's not going to stand up to water or grass at all, but it can easily stand up to other attacks. And specifically physical attacks. Alright. And communication. Alright. The next Pokemon coming over is a Dratini. Now, Dratini's final evolution, Dragonite, is a dragon and flying type. And it's the one I mentioned earlier, might be substituted for a Charizard. It's a Pokemon, you gotta love it. I mean, it's Dragonite. I mean, if you know it from the anime, you know you gotta like it. And then, I like it because it's a pretty powerful Pokemon once you finally get it to its top evolution, and it really kicks some ass. But I'm glad I'm getting it at the very beginning here, because usually you have to get it as a prize in the game corner. And that either means spending a ridiculous amount of money on coins, or playing the slots and hoping that you can win enough coins to get one as a prize. And it's a real pain in the ass. I did all that grunt work on my other profile, and now this one's benefiting from it because I'm trading him over. But I ended up breeding him, so I got a couple of them now. I'm never going to do that again. Alright, and the next Pokemon is a Ghastly. And as you can see, it already knows some pretty good moves. All my Pokemon already know a couple of good TMs, at least. Alright, Ghastly is a Ghost and Poison type Pokemon, and although its stats aren't the best, they're good enough that it can stand out on its own and stand up to a few attacks. It fills in the holes in my team pretty well. I needed to have either a Ghost or a Dark type Pokemon, and there are no Dark types in the original 150, so I needed to get a Ghost. And it turns out Ghastly is the only Ghost type in the original 150. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar are, at least. But I don't mind that at all, because it turns out that it's actually a pretty decent Pokemon. And I recommend it if you need a Ghost type. And that Poison type also is good for kicking Grass types out. Alright. Communication breakdown! Oh, sorry about that. I start singing sometimes. No big. Alright, the next Pokemon coming over is an Execute. Now, this is going to be a Grass and Psychic type Pokemon, and I basically got it because it fills in spaces in my team. I needed a Psychic type, and I needed a Grass type, even though Grass is the worst type in the game. I've said that before in other videos, but like I said, you pair it with another one, and you can fight those problems. Pairing it with a Psychic type actually makes it a decent Pokemon. And Executor's stats are good enough to let me overlook the fact that it's part Grass. Oh, you might have noticed it's holding an item. It's actually holding the Leaf Stone that I'm going to eventually use to evolve it. And I'm actually going to evolve it pretty soon, because it already knows most of the moves that I want it to know via TM. And the only one that it doesn't know is an HM. So I'm going to probably evolve it right away at level 5. It's going to be kind of funny to have it, excuse me, an Executor at level 5, but I don't mind. I'm not a conformist or anything. I don't know if any other LPs have actually done this, where they traded all 6 of the Pokemon they're going to use. I think it's an added interesting element, just to see if I can get through the game without them disobeying me. It could be a pain in the ass, it could be interesting, or it could not play into it at all. I mean, I might actually turn out that my leveling them up real slowly and leveling them up equally plan works out, and we never get to a point where they don't obey me. But I guess we'll see. Alright, that was a Lapras. Sorry, I'm not really talking about it. But that was a Lapras. It's a water and ice type. It's really, really strong wall Pokemon. This thing has got a ridiculous amount of HP. It's probably going to have the highest HP of any of my Pokemon. This thing just stands up to hit after hit. It's fine. It's good typing, too. Alright, and the final Pokemon to finish up the team is Magnemite. And I gotta be honest with you, I wanted to get an Electric-type Pokemon for my 6th slot, but I was thinking about Raichu, or maybe I should get Electabuzz, and I decided, no, I want to go with a Dual-type, and Magnemite is the best Dual-type Electric in the game. In fact, I think it might be the only, now that I think about it, but it's a strong Pokemon. It learns good Electric-type moves, but unfortunately it doesn't learn any Steel-type moves. So I'm basically just going to be using it as an Electric-type Pokemon, but it has that Steel-type thrown in there to improve its defense significantly. This thing is not going to take very many critical hits, except I think from fighting and fire, and maybe, I don't know if it has Levitate or not, but Ground does double Psychic, or Steel, not Psychic. Yeah, I don't think it has Levitate. I think it has a different one. I think it has Sturdy as its ability. That means it stands up to one-hit KOs. Alright, but there's the team. Let's exit out of this trading window. We've got all 6. And get out of here. Yeah, I'm ready to leave. Terminating link, you guys get out of the room. Alright, that sounds cool. And we're back. Alright, let's get outside and take a look at these Pokemon and see what we got here. It's getting kind of annoyed with the music in the Pokemon Center. Alright, Viridian City. That's the name of the city. Viridian. I couldn't remember it. Alright. First one, Rhyhorn. Oh, and you might notice the nature there, serious nature. I'll put on an annotation what that does to the Pokemon. But I've bred them multiple times until I got natures that I liked and natures that worked for the Pokemon. The only one that doesn't have a nature I'm really happy with is Execute, and it has a decent one. Alright, but here's Rhyhorn, Ground Rock type. You see it already knows Horn Attack and Tail Whip, which is what it would know, and it knows the TM Earthquake via my breeding. The next one is Dratini, Calm Nature. It's a Dragon type right now. Oh, and let's see, Rockhead. Rhyhorn has Rockhead ability down there. Prevents recoil damage if I ever want to teach it Double Edge. And Dratini has the Shed Skin ability, which means it can get rid of status conditions, I think Poison, Paralysis, and something else. It can get rid of it just by its ability. It has a 30% chance of getting rid of status conditions. Alright, and it knows Wrap and Leer, just like it would normally, and it also has the TM Hyper Beam bred into it. Next Pokemon is Ghastly, Bold Nature. It's a Ghost and Poison type. And it has the Levitate ability. It's not hit by ground attacks, which is great because ground attacks are super effective on poison, so thankfully Levitate makes those miss. It already knows Lick, which is what it would normally know. And it also has the TM Shadow Ball, Toxic, and Sludge Bomb. There's Execute. I don't even know how to say that. Execute? It's actually Execute, but that's a really weird word. It has a Sassy nature, which is decent. It's a Grass and Psychic type. It has the ability Chlorophyll, which raises its speed in Sunshine, and what do you know? It knows the move Sunny Day. Look at that. And it even comes equipped with the Sunny Day... Whoops. With the Sunny Day Solar Beam combo already TM'd into it, as well as the ability Psychic. Best Psychic attack in the game, and it already knows it. Can you believe that? As well as Hypnosis. Go to the next Pokemon. Lapras. Water and Ice type. It's a Bashful nature, which is a decent nature. It has Shell Armor, which means it will never get a critical hit on it, which means that high HP is already coming into play. And I was right, it has the highest HP of my 6 that I picked. 29. It's only level 5. It's crazy. When you get your Charmander, it's only got 20 at level 5. And it knows Growl and Sing, as well as Ice Beam and Blizzard. 2 powerful attacks right at level 5. And then there's Magnemite. Rash nature, it's an Electric and Steel type. It has a Sturdy ability. It's not going to be hit by 1-hit KOs, which we don't see very many of, but its ability is kind of decent. It's occasionally come into play. And it knows Metal Sound, Tackle, Thunderbolt, and Thunder, so it already knows 2 powerful electric moves right from level 5, right out of the box. And one thing I want to go ahead and do, I'm going to take this from Execute, and I'm actually going to go ahead and use it, because it doesn't matter to me whether it's an Execute or an Executor. I just know that Executor is better stats, and this Pokemon already knows the moves it needs to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and evolve it so that those better stats come into play as soon as possible. Yeah. Here it goes. Ah! It's evolving. Look at it there. Now it actually looks like a grass type. Before it just looked weird. Alright, your eggs. I can't even say that. Well, I can say Exeggutor, which is what the next one is, right? Yeah, Exeggutor. I can say that. Alright, I'm gonna switch Dratini to the front. In case y'all don't know, Dratini is gonna be my, it's gonna take place of my starter Pokemon. It's gonna be used the most. Hopefully it'll obey me. Oh, finally we're ready to go. At the beginning of the next video, we're gonna head out on our adventure and get things started. I'll see you then.